Well, hello, this is yours truly, Corey P. Dunlap, a world-class motivational speaker and executive coach, coming to you live this morning to talk to you about the necessity of goals. That's right, repeat after me, say the necessity of goals. That's right, goals are necessary. You have to set goals. Everybody set goals. Well, today we want to talk to you about the importance of setting goals, and I want you to pay attention very closely. I won't be with you long, but you're going to learn a whole lot dealing with goals. So today I want you to set goals in your mind and accomplish them in your mind. It's almost like going from point A to point B. You're at point A, you see point B, but you have to start at point A. So between point A and point B is your vision. Everybody say vision. That's right. So when you're standing at point A, you can see the goals, which is point B. So I want you to set goals and I want you to accomplish them. When you're setting goals, look at it, it's plural, not just goal, but goals. Everybody say goals. That's right, more than one. So you may have set goals in the past. You're probably setting goals today. And tomorrow, know what you'll do? You'll set goals. So I want you to label 1, 2, 3, 4, infinitum, however many goals you want to set. But I want you to set some goals. So when we're talking about goals, we're talking about going from goals to action. It's like going from, like the name of my company, going from vision to pursuit to destination. So in business, they make projections. They forecast. That's making goals. In medicine, they hope to find cures, get better medication. Guess what? That's goals. Students, they aim to graduate, go to college. They're setting goals. How about engineers? They want to develop better equipment. Guess what? Because they're setting goals. Today, recently, Apple came out with 2 new phones and a new iPad. You know why? Because Apple is constantly setting goals. How about you? Engineers, we talked about engineers. Manufacturers, through innovation, they want better products. You know what that's called? Setting goals. And how about chefs? When you go to the restaurant, food is getting better. It's evolving, going through the evolution of goal settings by the chef. So when the chef sets goals, he want to please your appetite. That's right. Everybody say, I will set goals today, tomorrow, and forever. That's right. Believe that. So things to remember while you're setting goals. What is your why? Why are you setting goals? All right. That's your purpose. Everybody say purpose. The next one is be realistic. All right. But be willing to stretch. Be realistic. Know where you are, but be willing to stretch. You know, I heard of a story years ago that, this guy, he told a group of people to go out and spy out some land. And they saw the fruit of it, or the goal of it, which was the fruit. And they said, you know what? You have to stretch to get it. So in life, you may not get everything you want put in your hand, but you have to be willing to stretch. That's right, stretch. And also, I want you to learn how to break it down. Think about fractions. When you're in school, we learn fractions. That's right. Just think about 8/16. What is 8/16? That can be broken down to 2/4. Can you break it down even further? Of course you can. Break it down to 1/2. Also, I want you to start simply at the beginning. Start small, but think large. It's like a baby. You were not born a grown person, but you started as a baby. You started small. But over time, that's right, say over time you develop into an adult. That's what goals do. Goals may start small, but if you feed those goals, you confess those goals, you talk about your goals, and get around goal-oriented people, you know what happens? Your goal will grow. And they will get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like, anybody want to be, say, for example, the president of the United States. They didn't just start out by being the president, but they set a goal at it. And they went for it. How about you? Will you set goals? Will you go for it? I ain't talking about being the president, but you might be the president of your own company, like myself. Vision, pursuit, destination, but set a goal. According to Time Investors, they have something called SMARTer goals. And it's an acronym. And I'm going to break it down to you. SMARTer goals. Everybody say SMARTer goals. The S in SMARTer goals stands for specific. You have to be specific. You got to know where you want to go. I heard Miles Monroe says, if you don't know where you're going, ain't a road to get you there. If you're going to put an address in your GPS, in your navigational system, to go from point A to point B, guess what? You have to follow those instructions. And guess what? You will get there. You're setting a goal when you do that. The next one says measurable. You have to learn how to be measurable when you're setting goals. Have a gauge for it. No, say, you know what? I want to measure it. I want to go from this point to that point, to this point, to that point. And as a result, you're measuring out your goals. Your goals must be measurable. The A in SMARTer stands for achievable. Are your goals achievable? It's okay to set lofty goals, but you know what? You want to set goals that are attainable, but then you want to stretch a little further, and guess what? Go a little farther. How about that? The R in SMARTER stands for relevant. Make sure your goals are up to date. Don't say, let's use a television for example. Don't say you want to get a television with bunny rabbit ears on it, and get UF or VHF. No, you want to get a flat screen. You want to get the new and updated latest version, as it relates to television, because you want to remain relevant. It's like current events. Back in school, we had to write papers on current events. They didn't say events of the past. It said current events. Not even events of the future, but current events. Make sure what you're setting, the goal you're setting, is up to par, and it's a now. It's a now goal. Everybody say now goal. But with future potential. You have a now goal that has future potential. All right. The T in SMARTER goal stands for time bound. Make sure it's time sensitive. That's right. If you have a goal, put a time stamp on it. Say, I will achieve this goal by December 31st, 2019. I will achieve this goal by March of 2020. I will achieve this goal by the summer of 2020. No matter what, be time bound. Have time constraints and be time sensitive. Everybody say, I will be time sensitive. Yes, you will be. The next one says, evaluative. Can your goal be evaluated? The good, the bad, the ugly. Good versus better, better versus best. And on the other side of best, guess what? It can get better. And the R stands for revisable. Can you redo it? Can you upgrade it? Know what works and what doesn't work. That's why it's called revisable. Goals are better written down. I heard a wise man say years ago that a short pencil is better than a long memory. When you dare to put your goals and your vision on paper, you said, you know what? I have the blueprint in front of me. It's time to build the house. Nobody just starts building a house before they count the costs, before they lay out the blueprint. What's the blueprint? The blueprint is goals. Everybody say goals. So your goals are better written down. They have to be done with clarity. They got to be clear, not ambiguity, not confusion, but make them clear. They have to clarify. You have to have understanding. Everybody say understanding. They have to be, you have to intensify it. Turn up the heat. If you're cooking today in the kitchen, guess what? You want your food to cook a little faster? Turn up the heat. You want your goals to get here faster? Turn up the heat. The next one is intentions. You heard me talk about it before. I was taught by my good friend Brian Clemmer. God bless his soul. Intentions equals results. But intentions plus the right mechanism equal results. If your intentions as relates to your goals is to get from point A to point Z, guess what? You have set goals. How about the R8 effect and the FD principle? The R8 effect is responsibility and accountability. If you're going to set goals, you got to be responsible, able to provide a response. And how about accountable? That's right. That's the R8 effect. And what about the FD principle? That's right. Focus and discipline. While you're setting goals, you got to stay focused. If you're an archer, guess right. You pull that bow back, release that arrow, you're focused on the target. And you got to be disciplined. While you're staying focused with that bow and arrow, discipline is remaining still, remaining calm, cool, and collect, because guess what? Your goals are coming to pass. You got to be able to reward yourself. Self-rewards reinforce positive actions. So go ahead and treat yourself from time to time. That will encourage you. That's right. Say, I will encourage myself by rewarding myself. When you reward yourself, you encourage yourself, guess what? To do better than you did before, because you can do better. Have a sense of accomplishment. Motivates you and keep on winning. Anybody involved in sports, they don't want to just win one time. Let's take the New England Patriots. They don't want to just win 6 Super Bowls over the last X number of years. They want to win number 7. Therefore, they go out and get the talent to come in to ensure that they can get a win. I'm not a Patriots fan. I'm here in Atlanta. It's all about the Falcons here, but I'm from Miami. It's all about the Dolphins too. But you know what? It's not about the sports team. It's about the principle that you can apply in any sports, whether you're dealing with soccer, baseball, football, or basketball. It just doesn't matter. Your own inner circle, winner circle. How about that? Your own inner winner circle. Inside of you, you have a winner circle. That's why before you add anybody to your group, make sure they qualify with the group that's already within. That's right. Reward yourself. Let's look at a success system, for example. Let's look at McDonald's. I could talk about McDonald's because when I was a teenager, I worked at McDonald's. Look at their system, for example. When you pull up to the drive-thru, to the order menu, They have 2 lanes now. In fact, they have doubled their thought process, and they've doubled their money. So when they have 2 lanes, 2 order windows, somebody placed their order, and they have a principle called 30 seconds or less. So from the time somebody places their order, they leave that window and go to the cashier's window and make the payment for their product. And then by the time they get to that 3rd window, everybody say that 2nd window, that's right, or 3rd window, they receive their product. But in between the receiving the product and making a payment for the product, somebody's in the back cooking the food. That's right, they're preparing the food because they have 30 seconds from the time you place that order to the time you pick up that meal. Guess what? That's called quality. Everybody say quality as it relates to McDonald's. And as a result of quality, they have created good habits. And as a result, you see on the screens all over the country, billions and billions and billions served every day. It ain't a new billion, it's the same billion. Because guess what? You can't just eat 1. You got to come back and get 2, 3, 4, and there's still 7 days in a given week. It's yours truly, Corey P. Dunlap, here talking to you about setting goals and the importance of goal setting. I am a world-class motivational speaker. I am an executive coach. Visit me online at eagletakeoff.com. Write me a letter at coreydunlap@bellsouth.net or eagletakeoff1@gmail.com. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. And right there where you are, I want to lead you in a confession as it relates to goals. Everybody say, today is the first day of the rest of my life. Say, I am an eagle. Say, I will talk like an eagle. I will walk like an eagle. I will fly like an eagle. I will take off like an eagle, and I will land as an eagle. Say, I will set goals for my present and my future. Say, I will learn from my past. Say, I thought about success. Say, I am success. Point to yourself. Say, I thought about success. That's right. And point to yourself again. Say, I am success. That's right. If you believe what you said, guess what? You'll set goals today, and you'll achieve those goals and achieve a greater outcome. It's yours truly, Corey P. Dunlap, a world-class motivational speaker and executive coach. See me online and visit me online, once again, at eagletakeoff.com. And as always, remember this, the eagle only lands just to take off. And I'm gone. Thank y'all very much. See you next time.